It's the NFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Detroit. It's the Eagles and the reigning Super Bowl champs on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Coming up, a terrific matchup to decide who represents the NFC in the Super Bowl. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. The George Halas Trophy awaits the winner of this one, as well as a spot in the Super Bowl. Thanks for being with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Greg, the anticipation's thick. Love this moment where we have a champion in the NFC crowned on this field. Couple of teams don't like each other. What are you going to be watching for in this one, partner?
Yeah, I think one of the coolest things about these conference championship games, Mike, is how well these two teams know each other. When you find yourself here in the NFC, you're playing, not maybe every year, but you're playing each other a lot. You know their tendencies, you know the roster, you know the opposing coaching staff. There's some bad blood built up, not only over the course of this season, but previous ones. And I'll tell you what, we wanted the best two teams in the conference with a game on the line to go to the Super Bowl, and I think we got it.
So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They're led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida. It's Anthony Richardson.
This place is rocking right now, Mike. I mean, neither one of us can even hear each other speak. This crowd is certainly doing their part. They're trying to create as hostile of an environment as humanly possible to give their team the upper hand. And he's going to have to overcome this atmosphere if he's going to lead his team to the Super Bowl. This isn't going to be an easy task by any stretch of the imagination, but as long as he goes out there and he plays smart and aggressive, they're going to have a shot to fly back home as NFC champs.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Richardson. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it. The defense not biting. They stay at home, stop the quarterback. No gain on the play. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down. A give. This is Irving. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Slayton is the man in motion. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Brought in by Chris Olave. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. They'll run it. It's Irving. Irving's got a 1st down, still going. A 1st down there. Gain of 14 yards. Here's 1st and 10. Olave is the motion man. The defense all over the little quick pass attempt, and they run him down for no gain on that one. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Irving. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw here is complete. His 1st catch of this NFC Championship game. Good enough for a 1st down. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Irvin. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Darius Williams. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. Concern on that sideline here in this NFC Championship game. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. First carry for the Auburn alum, Tank Bigsby. And he'll work his way forward to about the 21. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket. And great example of it here.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it off. Inside the 40. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick 6 to make it a 6-0 lead.
And, Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick 6.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will take the early advantage. They lead 7-0 in this NFC title game. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready now for their second drive. They are obviously still smarting from that pick 6 a moment ago. Quick 7-0 hole. Try to start digging out now with 1st and 10. They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another 1st down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
On 1st down, Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's caught downfield. Dobbs. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. Here's Bigsby. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. Here now, second down and goal. One more time with Bigsby, and he will dive into the end zone. Hank Bigsby, touchdown Detroit. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike, and it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready for their second possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll run with Irving. And he'll take this to about the 28. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, Richardson. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd down, 3 to go. Richardson. He's got his man. That's Olave. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Now Richardson. Right back to Olave. He's got it again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 1st and 10. Richardson operating from the pistol. A throw on the move is caught.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Olave is the motion man. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. A pass pulled in by Irving. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Richardson going to look to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. Olave is the motion man. On 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On the ground, it's Irving. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. 3rd and 9. Here's Richardson. He's going to have the 1st down and more. 12 yards there and a 1st down. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. And this one blown up. Good surge. We drop him. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Richardson. Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Lions offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On the ground, it is Bigsby to start this drive. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Bigsby. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
The Eagles offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Comeback route, and he's got it. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Motion man set right. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They put Campbell in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
To return, it is Turpin. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Lions offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Bigsby. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Once again, it's Bigsby. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Defense. Automatic first down.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Pierce. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Daniels. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Daniels now going to look to throw. The throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. This one intercepted. Hit by the rookie out of Oklahoma. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Here's Richardson. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And he will score. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Eagles. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Eagles will get out in front 17-7. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This taken at the 5. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Lions offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Bigsby. Not much there, maybe a yard. So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
What did he tell us during the week, Mike? He says, I want to get more involved in the passing game. And I'll tell you what, I can understand why he feels that way. I mean, to take that intermediate throw and turn it into a big explosive play, they got to continue to get that guy the ball.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's a run. And he's in! Hank Bigsby, touchdown Lions. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the gun, Richardson. That's caught left side by Ingram. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st down, it's Richardson. That's caught once again by Ingram. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Richardson. Got his man at the 6. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. Richardson. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. From back at the 13-yard line, it is 2nd and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This from 30 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. On 1st down, Daniels. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Which one of these 2 clubs is going to be Super Bowl bound? We'll find out in just a little bit. But first, let's...
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. Both of these teams hoping to be the ones to lift the George Halas Trophy. Quarter number 3 of the NFC title game underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good. On the ground, here's Bigsby. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll run here. This is Ty Chandler. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. To throw is Daniels. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's a give to Pierce. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner, just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion. Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's got another one. Tank Bigsby. Touchdown, Detroit. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers. There's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It could be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it into the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense trotting back out for their 1st involvement of this 2nd half. The deficit is 1, as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Richardson to throw it here on. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, not a great start to this drive offensively. You take the sack on 1st down, and you're thinking, all right, let's go to the ground game. Let's pick up some of the lost yardage. But then you take a loss again, and now it sets up 3rd and real long, and you find yourself in a tough spot.
It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Williams. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Daniels now on first down. Quick throw, taken in. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a really good drive so far. But what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's Pierce. Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. One more time, they try Pierce. A dive, and he's in. Damian Pierce. Touchdown, Lions. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Remember this one thing, it is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
They'll go play action. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack. Here's a 3rd and 10. Out of shotgun, Richardson. He'll air it out down the middle. That is caught. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator. Mike, there's not a lot of ways to break this play down other than saying you get the wide open target, you have the play you want, you're aggressive going for 2, you just got to catch the ball.
Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. Off balance throw, it's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line. Here's Irvin. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They need one right now. 3rd and long. Throwing is Richardson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Richardson, who else another catch for his favorite target. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Richardson gonna look to throw. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. Sending a receiver right. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Richardson. And the Eagles are looking at a 1st and goal. He's taken down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Slot receiver headed right. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Here's Richardson. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Eagles. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Eagles will up the lead to 5. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now headed back onto the field. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He's going to let this one go deep. And he will score. Devontae Turpin. Touchdown, Detroit. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Important moment here for the Lions as they're going to go for 2. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he is not able to get to the goal line, so they stop him, cannot bump the lead up to 3. It remains a 1-point game. This will be returned from the 6. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Richardson to throw. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw, it's Richardson. There's that man again, another catch. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
This will not do the trick. They stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. Here comes the Eagles punt team. Be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. That is fielded at the 13. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll throw with Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down. Here's Daniels. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A run. It's Bigsby. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. On the handoff, this is Bigsby. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Bigsby. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to an E. So it's a win here for the Lions. As their fans will celebrate, they claim the George Halas Trophy, champions of the NFC. Next stop, the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.